Giant fans came to Oracle Park on Thursday to pay tribute to the greatest baseball player of all time. Giant fans watched the great highlights of Willie Mays, from all the great catches, just like in Game 1 of the 1954 World Series, we robbed Cleveland Indians' Vic Wertz as the Giants pull off a stunning upset over the Cleveland Indians in a 4-game series sweep. There was a big tribute at Rickwood Park in Birmingham, Alabama, during the pregame to the tribute to the Negro Leaguers from the past. Then, as Giant fans continued to watch, they did the national anthem and also a big-time, huge flyover at Rickwood Park in Birmingham, Alabama, as you see the picturesque scenes of the flyover over in one of the oldest ballparks in America. Also, there was also flags were hoisted up at Oracle Park. Giant fans talked about their recollections with Willie.
Their posters of a message to Willie Mays and the Giants in general, and explain their memories of what Willie Mays has meant to the San Francisco Giants organization, and how he really helped propel the Giants when they moved to San Francisco originally in 1958 from New York, and how coming to San Francisco was a big change for them, and how Willie Mays helped bring them their World Series in 1954 and helped really propel them to move to SF and create an organization and create a fan base here in SF.
Honored to be here celebrating today with the people of San Francisco, celebrating his gifts to baseball as a great player, his gifts to life as a great man, and I'm just so pleased to be here.
Play, I didn't see him play.
Neither yours truly.
Yeah, my father's seen him play.
And my mother's seen him play. In fact, she and her sister, my aunt, of course, lived out there right over at the projects at Candlestick back in the 60s. So, I believe 63, they moved out there.
So I can't comment that much on Willie Mays, but he's been, a big part of this organization since I started going to games. I was old enough to start going to games, so my guy was Willie McCovey, right? I can remember
Right, late
Willie
70s,
McCovey.
right.
Yeah, Willie.
And me, probably the mid-80s,
Willie.
Will Clark and Chili Davis and them. Of course, really, Mays and McCovey was the two that Al Rosen brought back in the mid-80s when the Giants were at the low point when they lost 100 games in 85 and 86. Brought those guys back to do it the Giant way.
Yeah. But I mean, he's been a big part. Willie Mays has been a big part of this organization. Best ever.
That picture of 24, I got a couple of those jerseys at home. Your thoughts about Willie Mays?
Oh, I love it, man. I think we wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for him. We wouldn't be Giants fans right now if it weren't for him. So, and he set a standard. He set a standard for baseball in San Francisco, and I love him for that. So I just want to say rest in peace to Willie Mays, man. That's all.
The first thing the guy said, and I already knew it, but the first thing the guy said was, "This is Mays' first cap he wore," and I immediately bought it, and I've been wearing it ever since, and I'm going to wear it for about a week now.
Oh, good. Your thoughts on Willie Mays?
My thoughts on Willie Mays? Oh, man, it's really hard to put it into words. I guess the only reason I'm into baseball is because my dad's into baseball, and the only reason my dad's into baseball is because of Willie Mays. I mean, he was my uncle, my dad, their whole family. Every time they talk about Willie, it's just, they start saying, reminiscing on these memories they have, and then they just kind of drift off into this, it must have been, I never saw him play, but, it must have been so powerful for him. It really is transcended down to not just my generation, but my nephews and my cousins, and it's tough to put into words. But he just meant so much more than just baseball. Really, he was just a great person, a great human being.
Giant fans enjoying the game that they had something to cheer about when Elliot Ramos hit a 3-run home run to tie the game at 3-3. As he launched one, taking it the opposite way, but then the Giants ended up falling short 6-5 to the Redbirds in Alabama on Thursday night. Even a St. Louis Cardinal fan
Willie Mays
with his
legacy.
reflections
You're a
on the
Cardinal
great
fan,
Willie
so
Mays.
both sides this year. Of course, you lost Whitey Herzog, who also wore number 24. Your thoughts on both?
Well, Willie Mays was, by most accounts, the greatest baseball player that ever lived. And the thing about him, and even I could see that when I was a kid watching on a grainy black and white television in the remote part of Missouri, where I was a baseball fanatic, Cardinals fanatic.
The baseball mecca.
Willie Mays loved to play. You know, he loved to play. You could just see that, and everybody said that about him. And nobody else will ever achieve what he did in that era. It's unbelievable. You know, 301 batting average at Candlestick Park, where I was many times. That's a tough place to hit that many home runs, 660 or more, right? 660. And what a player, what a guy, what a great American.
Thanks. Scenes here at Oracle Park of people as fans continue to sign and the remembrance of Willie Mays, a player who was the greatest of all time, who could hit, run through the field, who was not only as a class act on the field, but off the field as well. Say hey, Willie, 24, say hey, kid may be gone, but not forgotten. Here at Oracle Park, home of the Giants, here in San Francisco, Ryan Professor B. Davis for Satellite Digital Media News.